Alright, it's time to play the continuation of Epilogue, second part of Epilogue. And yeah, I already pulled for Vivian, and without further ado, let's check it out. Let's see the conclusion to the season 1. Yeah, I mean, this is Epilogue for season 1, but let's see. Okay, Vivian sent a message. Seems they've made more progress on the sacrifice issue. Okay. After Hugo passed, she's been busy managing Mockingbird. We haven't talked to her quite a while. Want some time to meet up with her? Sure. Let's go see her. Then I'll arrange a time with Vivian. Just rest and I'll tell you when. Alrighty then. Where do we go? We just rest the sofa. Oh boy. I wonder how the story is going to develop from here on out. I wonder how they're going to explain Hugo surviving the fall. We'll see. Oh. What's going on here? Vivian? What is she doing here?
Vivian? Vivian?
It's very jumpy.
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
What was that all about? Alright, there it is with pass. Part B. Or is it side B?
When I got here, the other Lord Phaeton said you were resting on the couch and just let me in. I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself. I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the #1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
What now?
What sleepy face? What pose? That was a lot of words in one breath. Are you sure you got enough sleep, Vivian?
No, Lord Phaeton. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a bit
Yes.
late. But good morning, Lord Phaeton.
Yes. Anything you need from me?
You're here super early today, Vivian. Is there something urgent?
Yeah.
Mockingbird's death
What's
has
up?
stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an
Ooh.
illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family. But I haven't found the source yet.
Could it be Hartman? Yeah, that's a possibility.
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn.
Oh.
To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light.
What happened?
Some people feel bad for him. Some relate to his struggles. And Hartman's the one getting all the heat.
That's really interesting.
The outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Tops is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute. If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
I don't think Hartman would just give up like that.
Sounds
To be
like
honest.
he's in a pretty bad spot right now. But we know he's not the type to go down easily.
And that's what worries me. Hartman, in all likelihood, must have taken the
Oh yeah, that
sacrifice
core.
before. And now that he
He
has
still
his
has it.
bargaining chip, who knows what kind of deal he'll strike with the Exaltists.
Sorry for interrupting, Vivian, but I need a quick word with Belle.
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important Phaeton matters to discuss. Take your time. I'll just be waiting outside.
We can't make our guest wait outside. Belle and I will step out instead.
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Phaeton. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Belle,
Right.
Icon's outside the video store. He knows Vivian is with us, so he's hesitant about coming in. He's stressing
See.
over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian, but he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first.
Sure.
I'll go talk to Lycon. Honestly, neither he nor Vivian is at fault. As proxies, it's our job to be the bridge between them.
Oh boy. This conflict is rather well telling. Hi there.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Morning
Morning,
to you
Icon.
too.
Wise mentioned you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects
Mayor.
Uridu's safety. However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian. Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made or lose faith in the path she chose.
It seems fine to me just now.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been gathering intel and has a clear
Surprisingly
understanding of where
enough.
things are headed. She might be tougher than you think. If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly? If you'd like to apologize, it should be face to face, right?
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
Of course.
No problem. But I'll be staying neutral. Everyone has their own stance on this, and I get where both of you are coming from. As a proxy, I'm just here to make sure you have an open conversation. I'm not taking sides.
I respect that. Thank you.
Alright, let's see. Vivian doesn't seem to have much of a reaction. Okay.
Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves. This isn't the kind of act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
And so easy.
You're right.
It's like she already knows what's going to happen.
Huh? That's it? You two just figured it out? Oh, that was fast.
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the
I mean, that's really
sacrifices.
nice. They just hash it out that quickly.
The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission and hopes we can work together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with us, I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity in kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
I need to discuss this with Wise and Vivian. With so many people involved in this, we need to be very careful.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
Yes. Okay, what do you think about the suggestion made by Lacan to work with the mayor? Well, the sacrifice is still a threat. At the moment, our intel on the sacrifice is what bringing it behind. Yeah, that's the only thing we have right now. This problem that we have now has a lead to that. To get someone to help investigate, but it will take a significant amount of time, and time is something we can afford to waste. What do you think, Vivian? Mockingbird has always gone against authority. Would it be against your values to work with the mayor? It isn't just about going against it. Okay. Mockingbird hopes that all people can be given equal opportunities and treatment. Kind of like Robin Hood. Phantom Thief. That's what they're going for, if I'm not mistaken. I don't exactly trust the mayor, but I believe he's someone we can work with at the moment at least. Sure, then let's go see Lycon then. The Ballet Twin. We go. Waiting for us there. Seems you and Miss Vivian have made your decision. Yeah, let's go and talk to the mayor. Rest assured, when it comes to sacrifice, the mayor's interests align with you. Or rather, you would both want to protect the mayor of New Erdu.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me.
We still don't get a visual of what the mayor looks like for now. It's probably going to take a while from that. Gonna take a while till they reveal.
What happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad?
Given he is the mayor of the city,
Turn out this way.
that's pretty big.
As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices. The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then. But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
Since this person has already passed away and the exaltists haven't been active around here for a while, then could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
So this guy can recreate that thing? Someone
Is
from
it possible it's someone
Tops.
from Tops?
Tops is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything
Really?
Hartman is doing is to secure his place in Tops and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them
Oh.
create new sacrifices.
Okay. Yeah, what's in it for
What's in it
Tops
for
though?
Tops? There's no way the exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when Top steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms.
Using their name to gain popularity?
The public will see the mayor as incompetent,
Ah, yeah. Betul.
while Top
Yeah,
comes off
that's right.
as the real protectors of the city.
Makes sense.
And when that happens, public trust will shift towards Tops. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice. And I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
So that's what happened. Thank God the mayor is on our side. Just made the public
I'm not the one
outcry
who
like
started
that.
the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted Mr. Hugo Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After looking into it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one.
There's
There are
more.
more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that,
Probably in the
I'd
hollow.
to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential, or research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Void Hunter rank. So is she a Void Hunter or is she not a Void Hunter?
Really? A Void Hunter ranked special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's involved in our teacher's research?
But I guess she is a Void Hunter herself then. Because that's what the translation is putting down there. So he's one. Yes, it's probably One.
That's right.
She's
Heading to Janna's quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a
She's a
meeting.
Void Hunter, I guess. Damn.
She prefers to assess things on her own, and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
Okay.
We don't want new
Well,
Rarity
let's
ruling
see if they really do confirm
We'll do
that
what we can.
One will be a Void Hunter. If she is, then oh man, I guess I have to call for her maybe, because knowing the level of Miyabi, yeah, One could potentially be another really strong unit for me to pull. But we'll see.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies.
We have same goals.
I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go.
Hey, your help is sure to successfully recover. For the business to deal with, so please excuse me. You can contact me anytime. Okay. We head out now? Sure, let's go. Let's go into the hollow and only bring another.
Good day, Lord.
That's the
This is the
case.
path I follow.
I'll bring
Eradicate all evil.
let's bring 2 DPS, because why not? I mean, technically, Vivian is a sub DPS, but that's a trial one they're bringing. Jeez. It's a trial version.
Phaeton, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
You.
Fine.
Has someone already taken the dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. She wouldn't risk moving them unless it was absolutely necessary. Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
This is Steven talking to herself. You hear another voice of someone debating. You don't know who it is, so you to pull her aside. What the frick? Okay.
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch.
People
No
just
surprise they've gone
walk
downhill.
inside a hollow just like this without any protection. That's weird.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he
This
know about the
conspiracy,
dormant ones
man.
left around here for years? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened to overhear something while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Topps planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave the Hollow and report back on what we found. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
To left. Vivian appears visibly unsettled.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Tops, even if it means playing with fire. She's an exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Who is she? Yeah.
Vivian, I've been dying to know. Who is this she you keep mentioning?
I apologize for losing my composure. Please don't mind me. The she I'm referring to is with the Exaltists. Someone I have a history with.
Okay.
That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that, for me, the Exaltists bring back painful memories. And I'm not ready to face them yet. So, Lord Phaeton, please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
I'm sure you have a reason. Don't worry. We'll wait for that.
Sure, I won't pry anymore. Everyone's got a past, and you don't have to dig up old wounds if you don't want to. I can see the Vivian I know now is super brave and kind. I believe you've really put in the work.
Lord Phaeton, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises. I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime. First things first, let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The Exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now. I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is. I just can't shake the feeling that something bad is about to happen.
Dormant sacrifice is gone too. Who could it be and how did they know the location?
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons. Allow me. Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but ironically, joining Mockingbird is what put me on the right path. I better not get my tricks dirty. For the first time, I'm needed for more than just nothing here either. Are we too late?
That you see we saw it last time.
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Camille, what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant
Yes.
sacrifice?
Huh?
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Got confused there.
Are you trying to stop the Exaltists?
I never left the Exaltists.
You know what Landon did back then.
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, they were necessary. Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now. We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me. You've made your choice, and I've made mine.
It's determined to.
One last piece of advice. Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today. Don't show yourself around us again.
Camille!
Camille gives Vivian one last glance and throws a smoke bomb to the ground. The nose attracts some tails, even though you have many questions. You have to deal with it right now.
Lord Phaeton, watch out! I'll tell you what that was about later. Okay. Let's take care of the ethereals first.
After fighting up materials, you search for a long time but don't find a dormant sacrifice. Deliberating with Vivian, decided to leave the hollow. Figure out our next move just then. The phone rings.
You
Oh,
two took longer
twice.
than I expected. Did something happen?
Kind of.
We searched the coordinates the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
The Exaltists? There's no reason for them to go after the sacrifices, right?
Vivian is telling the truth. I saw it too.
And one of them
Was weird.
is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death. But she stayed.
One of the remaining members that still follow Landon's.
Do you have a history with the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened. And after Landon died, I left. I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janna's quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Corps.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But when I do need comforting, I'll come straight to you. I hope you'll make time
Cool.
for me, Lord Phaeton. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
I think that would be too
I'll
hard.
totally have your back until you're feeling better.
Okay, back to the matter at hand. That conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan, and that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug.
Jeez.
Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
Really weird.
That sounds sketchy. Are you saying they made up the accidents and the workers' deaths?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents.
It's pretty obvious now.
I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this.
Materials attack, probably.
Do you have time, Lord Phaeton? My contacts are just near 6th Street. Care to join me?
Of course.
I'm in. Let's go together.
Alrighty then. Off to a good start to the story. Explaining things, that's how it goes. Lumina Square with Vivian to meet her old friend. Hey, where's this old friend of yours?
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel. She's like a mentor to me.
Mentor.
I learned a lot about
Oh,
data scraping on the internet thanks to her.
It's Rain. We've known her.
Rain! Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Rain? You two knew each other?
Yeah, Phaeton. Long time no see.
Rain! You actually know that Lord Phaeton is Lord Phaeton? No, I mean, you actually know Belle is Lord Phaeton.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol...
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Phaeton wouldn't be interested in that.
What's going on there?
Why are you all tense? Right! Lord Phaeton lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat. Or something like that.
Is that Pinky? My cat?
I know that black cat. I'm always sneaking at snacks.
Lord Phaeton, please, let's drop this topic.
Come on, Vivian. It's been years and you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know. I'm sure your idol won't hold it against you.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
What was that adorable noise there?
Huh? What's wrong?
Let's change the subject.
Hey, Rain. Vivian said you might have some new intel. So let's get to the important stuff first.
All right, let's get down to business. Here's something I'm pretty sure about. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it. The last signal from those workers was near the Hollow. Then communication went dark. I think they were taken into the Hollow. And yesterday, I picked up...
Sounds about right.
The family secretly hired some people to search the Hollow's perimeter. I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square. Finding someone
just
in real
gone.
life isn't really my thing.
So just go
that's where you
inside
come in.
the hollow. Alright.
Okay, we'll check things out. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have anything you are unsure about?
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port. The place was locked up, so no one could see what was happening inside. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend. This one's on the house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. I've been curious for what...
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
I think it's obvious who's going to be the idol, isn't it? It's probably us. Not Wise, but Belle. Probably.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally
I mean,
curious.
I think that's
What
what's
kind of
going to
person is
happen.
worth all this searching, huh? But honestly,
She's just
whoever
too
they
shy
are
to
in real
admit it.
life, they've become a part of you.
You've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. Go meet them. People will appreciate you for who you are.
Rain.
That sounds so nice.
I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like.
I wasn't expecting Rain to be
Everyone I know can live
such a
this life.
sweetheart.
I'm counting on you to save the world, guys. Alright, I have other business to take care of. So, I'll leave the rest to you.
Alright, thanks a lot. Rain waves goodbye and leaves. Vivian mentions she knows someone who's really skilled at finding people. So you follow her and continue on your way.
Lord Phaeton, please pay no mind to what Rain said.
Not likely.
That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
Big guy. Big guy? But that's a bamboo though. Sure. Long time no see. Seem to be doing well, little one. Yep, I made an awesome friend since the last time we met. My friend got ill before, and it was the manager who helped heal them. Didn't realize you two knew each other. Then, next time I head to the manager's place, will I get to see you too? Yeah, apparently you guys know each other, huh? This other guy is Lucky Boo, my old boss at my previous workplace, but it at a discount store grand style. Oh, okay. Previous boss was a terrible boss. Not only did he shirk on paying wage, he didn't take care of his bamboo either. I think I played through Lucky Boo's story during a pretty short event a couple of patches ago. Then this guy had a malfunction and the boss threw it out because he didn't want to spend the money on repair. Really, it could have been fixed with just a simple battery change. Vivian is the best. Vivian changed my battery, the bestest ever. But it was just your battery for you. It was you who earned money to buy it. Yeah, amazing too. I earn 100, then it's just enough to buy a battery. Wow. Independent, Denny. One Denny Boo. So that's where 100 Denny bamboo battery came from. Yeah, that was a while ago. I don't even remember the story for this Lucky Boo anymore. But I guess that's what happened back then. And this is just while I'm bringing up what happened with this. In case some of the players haven't played through that short event, limited event. Plenty of energy, but I told you before, you need to be more tactful. Have you learned anything? Alan, pet one Danny Boo, give Danny. Yeah. I remember petting him. I was the one who teach that, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was something I'm super happy to help. Have you come across anyone strange these past 2 days? Someone who looks hurt, scared, and kinda trying to hide, but there are many people around. Okay. So someone like that in the desert. The outer ring then. Desert refers to that sandpit up ahead. Sandpit? Okay, where is that? Is it the beach? The pier? Oh, the sandbox up there. He definitely is.
I didn't know you helped it too. I knew Lord Phaeton was the best in the whole world.
We're such nice people. See after the person reading one that we were talking about. Cannot be certain if you end up doing something extreme, consider his current mental state. I'm afraid it might hurt you. He moves forward and taps the cowering man on the shoulder.
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please, no.
Calm down.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just let me go.
Jeez.
I don't know anything. I swear, I know nothing.
We're not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything. There's no need to be afraid.
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
I don't deserve to see them. It's my fault. I was greedy. I did this to myself.
But your family must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody. And right now, there's nothing I can do to change anything.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your chance to stop the disaster before it's too late. Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send a tsunami surging across the ocean. No one knows how this will turn out, but if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret. We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. You'll be safe with us. I'll help you return to your family. But you must tell us precisely what happened.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the Hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up. After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the Hollow. The first place we went, there was a strange box. When we got there, they handed us some pills, saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether, for us to last longer in the Hollow.
But in reality?
But after I took them, everything went fuzzy. Something was definitely off about those pills. When I woke up, I saw my coworkers dead in front of me. And there was blood all over my hands.
Oh. Is it the same drug?
Being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got scared and didn't know what was gonna happen. But then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go.
Hugo?
So I escaped. I didn't want to kill anyone.
When was this?
I don't know.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. You were just a tool in their hands. Do you remember the place they first took you? Do you know what was in that box?
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. I think it was on top of a tall building. What exactly was in that box? I can't remember. I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, they make you hallucinate. I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into a blur. I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to run from my mistakes. I just really can't remember what happened.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover, and your family won't be dragged into this. Once this is all over, you will be able to reunite with them.
Hope so. You and Vivian contact Lyca, the mayor representing Victoria Housekeeping, and agrees to protect the worker and will keep his identity confidential. Soon, Rina arrives and takes the man away, mentioning that the mayor will confirm the location based on his description. Yeah, you're pretty calm about this.
I've been meaning to say this for a while, Vivian. You're just so calm and decisive when things
Wasn't
are tough.
expecting that kind of behavior from her, but here we are.
Totally different from the impression you gave me at first.
Actually, I wasn't always like this. I used to run away when things got tough.
What changed that, though?
There was even a point where I just wanted to disappear. As if my very existence was the source of suffering. I wondered. Perhaps leaving it all behind could put an end to the pain.
It's hard to imagine.
Whoa. It's hard to imagine you like that. I mean, you had this super intimidating vibe when we first met.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first met. And just as Rain said, I've come a long way from who I used to be.
Speaking of Rain,
Speaking of Rain, it's still wild to me. I never thought you and I would have mutual friends. And you even know one Denny Boo. Can you believe we might have passed each other so many times without even realizing it?
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaeton. Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
a lot of stuff. Red Fang Gang.
Looking back, I feel like I've been through a lot lately. My brother and I even lost our Phaeton account. Oh, everything started when the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang Gang.
So we told our stories to her. Though she wasn't part of them, she's been to the places where they took place. I mean, makes sense. She's been to the chaotic hall of the Camilla Golden Week. Oh wow, she did. She has a favorite sandwich at Cheesetopia. Alright. And she's even received a star sticker from Officer Mimi for rescuing Bamboo. You're amazed at the coincidence of life in New Eridu and how your paths have crossed so many times without you realizing it. So long shot, it's time for a meal.
I remember it should
Oh,
be
that's
right
scene.
here. That store's been sitting in my favorites for ages.
Lord Phaeton!
What's up?
Oh my, she moves so fast.
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence.
Because you was stalking me.
It was me.
I think.
Following
Is this
you.
sweet?
And now I've finally made it to your side.
Oh, you're not following me. You were stalking me,
Ever since I was little,
right?
I had been seen
But
as the bringer of bad fortune.
there's a fair reason, I'm sure. I assume there's a fair reason that you were stalking us.
I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune.
Let's see what she has to say.
Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count. I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence.
She did mention something about disappearing. And the implication from this picture, from this image, well, I think I know what she actually meant. God damn. We're going this bad again. Sure. Oh man. It's kind of topic again. Well, not really again, but you know what I mean. This cityscape, man.
Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed. I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way. I didn't know where I could go anymore. One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me.
See,
Whether they knew me or not, everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously.
and yeah. I see where this is going.
It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that moment, as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life all around New Eridu. So many lights. And not knowing where to go, I thought, if only I could disappear into those lights.
I wonder what made her, well, not disappear.
I made up my mind. And right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world. It was you, Lord Phaeton.
Wait, Really? Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Phaeton. You were the one using the account at that time. But I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day, with an ordinary post and meaningless comments on mine. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go.
What did I say? What did I type to make her change?
I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you, face to face.
So we technically kind of prevented her from disappearing herself. Without even realizing, we became her hero. That's really lovely. So what exactly did the comment say?
What did I even say in that comment? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself.
Oh my god.
I'm not telling you.
I'm sure we're going to find it out by the end of this story. Hopefully.
Huh? No!
What was that?
So, Lord
That was
Phaeton,
funny.
thank you. Not only for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining for me, but also for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now. Lord Phaeton, I truly like who I've become.
That's wonderful. The wind skims across the surface of the water, lifting Vivian's hair and brushing it against her cheek. The lights reflect into her eyes, dance and flicker. Eager to share the stories of the past. The good and the bad, the happy and the sad. Emotions intertwine with the narratives, and you feel as though you're witnessing the path she has traveled.
Lycon just sent a message. There's an update. Let's head back to the video store and go over the details together.
Yeah, let's find out what happens next. So we do. So that's what we.
Belle, you're back.
So that's why she's been following us all along. Kind of like a hero. And the heroic moment was actually really, really, really important for Vivian because, as she said, we saved herself. We saved her from disappearing. Man, that kind of topic is pretty heavy. And we unintentionally helped her. But that's good. I wonder what Belle commented. To the point that Vivian would end up, change herself.
Lycon told me he wanted to meet up with us online to discuss things when he returned. I'll call him now.
Master Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now.
Alright, back. We're back to the original topic of the story. Okay.
You also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
I knew it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
So,
We've got this.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you there.
is it the
For your safety.
boy hunter rank
The best.
investigator? Probably. Boy, we're going to meet her. Let's get going.
I would never turn down.
This is the path I follow. My blade is ready.
Let's go. This where he is.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important? Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltus have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina. I'm the one offering the sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return?
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing. I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more. What a greedy and insatiable man. It's just that... why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
Who's Dina?
Who's this Dina he just mentioned? Is she the leader of the Exaltists?
Is this the friend you mentioned?
Kind of. Lord Phaeton, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
Okay.
I've got a shortcut planned, but there are gonna be ethereals along the way. I'll let you handle them, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Phaeton. You're in capable hands. I'll ensure your safety.
Ethereal! Stay away from Lord Phaeton!
This is so angry.
Right.
Oh, shooting.
Looks like Hartman's trying to
Dropping.
negotiate for more leverage. Let's get out of here before we're spotted. Let's keep moving, Lord Phaeton. Leave the enemies to me, Lord Phaeton. My blade is already sheathed. They're still over there. Looks like they're arguing. This is our chance. Let's hurry. No matter who has the sacrifice core, Hartman or the Exaltists, it would be really dangerous. Hand over what's in the box. Or we do this the hard way. Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice. Lord Phaeton, the box is empty.
The bait.
So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core in the box? What did you do with it?
Even he doesn't know.
This keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Just as everyone stands confronting each other, a voice comes from behind. Oh,
Vivian, it's been ages.
she has a unique model.
Dina!
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet. Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night?
What the heck?
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from Daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on?
I wasn't...
Dude, what's wrong with you?
Lady
Oh,
Dina,
you're just like
Miss
that.
Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Don't even think about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However, I do understand your worries. This core, it's fake.
Oh.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo! It can't be fake!
Probably he faked it.
How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously.
Dina approached Harmon coldly. It sets the core into an open wound on one of his subordinates. The guy collapsed to the ground screaming. Dina wipes her hand and casts a look of disdain.
The
Damn.
sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying.
Okay, this woman is a bit messed up.
The masterpiece Father made for the creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So, the real core.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
I don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd destroy it without a second thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh? They shouldn't have suffered those horrors. Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
It's
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
Oh.
Father did it for his great cause.
oh shh.
Vivian, why do you always mess everything up for me? You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan.
Voice acting, man.
So close to fulfilling Father's last
God
wish.
damn.
If you don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaeton, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Oh, really? You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
Dina finished her words, several explosions erupt, followed by tremors in the ground, signaling the rapid approach of numerous ethereal. In a panic, Hartman rushed to the car he summoned, taking Camille and Dina with him. Shoot. He got away.
More ethereals are coming. Okay. Too many. No chance to get out of this.
Victory, the only option.
Stay away from Lord Phaeton! There's so many.
Oh boy. Here it comes. Help!
It's ink?
Oh. Here she is!
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast.
What an entrance, girl.
Now! Thank you!
Ooh, freaking music, bro. god, yin yang. Oh my god. What's that?
Finally, peace and quiet.
That bird is made out of ink.
You must be Belle, right?
Hello there,
Laura
lady.
mentioned a special partner might need my help.
Can I ask, who are you?
I'm the 13th generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yishuan.
13th generation master. Yishuan.
Laura passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see.
What's that freaking idol, man? She's pointing at us.
At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Investigator.
Oh, so you're the investigator the mayor talked about.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Temporary teacher. Oh, this is where season 2 comes into play, huh?
Guidance? What exactly does that mean?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now.
He has a pretty nice voice.
I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
I like listening to it. It's not too jarring. Yishuan lived after saying this while Vivian appears lost in thought, looking distracted.
I'm so sorry,
Oh yeah.
Phaeton. I'm just not feeling
That was a
very well.
fucking fun cameo.
I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
Girl just dips in. Girl just comes in and dips out immediately. So far, her introduction was really amazing. She uses ink. Oh my god. In any case,
Rest. Let's get out of the hollow.
man, now I'm really hyped for season 2. See where the story goes, of course.
Lord Phaeton, are you going to rest now?
I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out, and it's got me worried.
Yeah, I'm here to listen.
If something's bugging you, just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Phaeton. When I was little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows.
That's what Dina was talking about.
So all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father, but things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened after that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina, but that was when she started to pull away from me.
It's probably the serum.
The blessing medicine. Please tell me that wasn't the sacrifice serum Bringer had.
Yes, to be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned
That's
into
really bad.
ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing.
Man,
I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time, and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence. I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you.
damn.
And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall.
He starts to recall what happened that day.
Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! We have to go! Vivian? What's happening? Listen to me! Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't...
Oh man.
Father!
Oh, what the heck?
No, I was just...
Mom, I wanna go home.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Vivian, was this you? Dina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up... I just don't want to lose my father. You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
God damn. Her voice trembled. She shared her past story.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists.
Apparently not.
I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she... All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
God. She's crying. Don't think like that, Vivian.
No way. You're not the one bringing bad luck. Whatever went down with the Exaltists, Landon used you.
Yeah.
As for Dina and Camille, they know the truth, and they just made their choices. The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. But not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like they do.
Lord Phaeton.
Believe in yourself.
You need to believe in yourself. You're currently resolving the sacrifice crisis with your own effort. I remember you saying you really like yourself now. So what's changed?
Yeah.
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spell it all out. It lightens my heart a little. Lord Phaeton, you truly are a wonderful listener.
Nope. Yeah, just come to me whenever you need.
Whenever you're feeling down, don't hesitate to come to me.
I will. It's been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaeton.
After bidding farewell to Vivian, you head back to the video store. You see the collectible she gifted you on the table, and it stirs a flood of memories. You've been through so much lately. You hope the sacrifice crisis can be resolved smoothly. Pondering the whereabouts of the real sacrifice core, or in a set scene before you know it, you drift off to sleep. When you wake up, it's almost noon. Bruh. We don't have an alarm or just doze off that long. Well, Vivian was in the store just now, but she weren't here. She needs something though. Sacrifice core. First time the sacrifice core appeared was at that auction, so she decided to try and find the security footage from there after that day. It's possible more happened afterwards and we're simply unaware of it. If we can get the footage, we may gain new clues. Well, if we have time, head to Lumina Galleria to meet up with Vivian. Sure. Let's get on with it. Earlier, Vivian exchanged information with an acquaintance in the auction house lounge.
Shal.
Shal.
I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
She's everywhere.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage.
Hugo.
Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought. Later, I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shal. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too. All right, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
Saying goodbye to Shal, even leave the lounge. Lord Phaeton, you're here. Someone I used to work part-time with just so happens to be covering a shift at the auction. Part-time. I learned from her that Hugo once took some footage away with him. I think Hugo was planning something, so he hid the security footage. But once I know when Hugo came here, I should be able to guess where he put the videotape. Really? We are Mockingbird after all. It should be surprising we have subtle ways of communicating information, should it? Once on a mission, we couldn't use communicating. So Hugo trained a few birds and put trackers on so we could communicate. But after that mission ended, we let them roam free. Oh, that's nice of him. I just checked the trackers and one of those birds flew near the auction venue the day he took the footage. It still flies around here from time to time. The track only gives a broader area, but I believe this might be something Hugo left for us to find. If I'm not mistaken, the videotape is hidden whenever the bird is. Can't be sure which bird Hugo used this time, but all the birds he originally trained had at least some black feather. Lord Phaeton, let's speed up and search the area. If you see a bird, you can send me a picture of it. I should be able to recognize it. Okay, time to find this black bird. We're probably looking for a mockingbird. Let's keep doing this. You get a negative answer. Okay. That wasn't it. It's obviously not. That's just a bamboo. Is it this? That bird seems to have some marking on his chest. Black crows in the dark. It seems a bit cliche, but this really is a good place to hide. Vivian could not look one. Okay, nice. That's it. That's the one. So thanks to Lord Phaeton, we found them so quickly. If it's here, then Hugo must have hidden the videotape among those boxes. Cool. To the box and find a recording, but it's been damaged. After discussing with Vivian, you decide to head back to the video store together to repair it and check the content for making your next move. Alright. Wonder what's in the footage. Barry repairs the videotape and you watch the recording. The content leaves you shocked. It's a conversation between Hugo and Camille. Oh.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal.
Fascinating.
Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
the creator will guide me.
So it's obviously fake to begin with. There was the intended plan.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Yeah, why did he mention about this at all?
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo never tell us?
Hugo...
Belle, Lycon said there's something urgent he needs to discuss with us right now.
What did he found?
All right, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you. We have just learned that the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And Hartman's study is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
Seems pretty risky, but there's some really big information there.
So, what should I do?
You can attend as her +1.
+1? Lord Phaeton, please go with me!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely!
Of
Then
course.
let's go together.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
You get in contact with Burton. Say he'll come to 6th Street later to escort us to the banquet. Is there anything I need to look out for? Don't worry, Lord Phaeton. Just leave the socializing to me. I won't let any evildoer get close to you. But since there's still some time before we have to go, should we watch an instructional video tape on formal dinner etiquette together? I learned everything from videotapes when I first went to the cafe at a banquet for a mission too. Though such a method isn't sufficient to master it, it's enough to deal with this one excursion. Sure, let's watch this tape. Before you know it, evening has arrived. Okay, ready? Of course I'm ready. Let's meet up with Burton. Make sure he's not tampered with the car. Okay. Even heads up first. After 5 minutes, she sends a message saying it's all is good. Let's go meet up. See Burton. Nice car. Miss Banshee. Is something the matter? What I mean is, this person doesn't look like your bodyguard. The Ravenlock can protect me now. If that's true, why would I bring a bodyguard? She's my escort for the night. She heard the Ravenlocks are traveling through feast for the centuries with plenty of delicacies. Not available anywhere else, and she wanted to try some. You aren't so stingy as to not even allow you guess a +1, are you? Of course not, since you're an important companion of Miss Vivian. You're also my honored guest. As we have done, my chauffeur shall take you to the port, and from there, we will take a speedboat to the map. Yeah, wow, speedboat. 1 hour later, we arrived at the Ravenlock banner. The Burtons guided you go through numerous security checks before finally arriving at the banquet hall.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion. Does that not show my deepest sincerity?
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
Don't be so tense. If I'm not mistaken, it's about time the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? by letting them starve. Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you.
What is that?
We can discuss what you wish to know while we enjoy dessert.
Of course. I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach. As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee it will satisfy you. I'll come find you later. I wish you a pleasant evening.
What is this code word, bro? Phaeton hurriedly leaves and Vivian seems to breathe a sigh of relief. What was that?
These kinds of people are exhausting to deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
Yeah, what do you mean by dessert there just now?
What did you mean by dessert just now? I couldn't really follow.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burden wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaeton, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
Alrighty then.
I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Wherever you go, I'll follow, Lord Phaeton.
In accordance with the plan, you head deep into the manor after sneaking out of the banquet hall with Vivian. It doesn't take you long to reach Hartman's study, and with a gentle push, the door actually opened. It's not locked. And a bit sus.
Going a bit too well.
It's not locked.
The security around the manor is really strict, but inside might be more lax. But just in case, let's tell Lycon.
Right. Having some backup would be safer.
Only is to investigate the
Let's
office.
check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Then let's split up.
You and Vivian search through the Hartman office for a while but find nothing. Just then footsteps suddenly come from outside. Mona panic, hide behind the desk.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction?
Oh boy. Oh boy. We got found out, do we? Oh my god, he has a gun as well.
So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaeton, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Raises his gun, aiming at the desk, yet there is no gunshot. With a clink of metal, a familiar voice comes.
The bullet? How?
God damn, there he is.
Dear uncle, why must we be so distant with one another? You can just tell me what you want to say.
Look at this lovely man. He's still alive, apparently. There better be a good explanation to how he survived that fall, as well as Lycon's attack.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
Oh my god. He whispered it into my ear there. Damn.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Petty tricks? Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine, my dear uncle.
Yeah.
Get low to the ground, it's getting better like I told you before. Double up a dead road cheddar. L to the J, say stay lace. Here's my call, me, Royal Flush, and I'm the ace.